friends, this is Chaitanya Sambhara. I'm a faculty at the College of Business, University of Texas, Arlington. So this semester I've been teaching an MBA class at 7 o'clock on Wednesday evenings. And because of this lockdown and because the class has moved online, I have been recording my videos and I was supposed to upload my video tomorrow at around 6 o'clock in the evening, 1 hour before the class starts. But then I realized that I don't have the book at home and I needed to revise some of the contents that I was supposed to teach tomorrow. Therefore, I'm coming to college right now and I'm not really surprised that the entire campus is pretty much deserted. There are no students, no activities, nothing going on. College of Business, University of Texas, Arlington, and there is nobody here at all. There are no activities. Of course, the campus is on lockdown. As you can see, this would be very crowded at this time if the semester was going on. But right now, there is no activity at all. None whatsoever. President Trump just announced immigration suspension, and that has created panic among a lot of students. And a lot of students have reached out to me asking what will be the impact on their lives and their careers. Therefore, in this video, I will only talk about students with F1 visa or those students who are still waiting to get F1 visa so that they can come to the US in fall 2020 or spring 2021. So first of all, welcome to my office, and let us use this whiteboard where I can actually discuss everything in detail. For past many years, 1 million students have been coming to the US on F1 visa, and many of them come on STEM degrees, which means that after getting their F1 visa and once they graduate, they can get up to 3 years to work in the US on F1 visa. So the work permit on which students on F1 visa can work is called Optional Practical Training, or OPT. Many students are asking me, how will President Trump's immigration suspension will affect those on F1 visa? That's a very valid question, but it is very important to understand that depending on what stage of F1 you are, your circumstances could be very different. If you are on F1 visa, you belong to one of these 7 categories when it comes to the stage of F1 visa you are on. The first category is waiting to come to US. And if you are in first category, where you are waiting on F1 visa and waiting for the consulates to open so that you can go attend the interview, get the visa and enter the US, I would say that you are really lucky. Because you are staying at home, you are avoiding all the hassles that students here right now might be going through. And you will likely have the option to defer your admission for spring 2021 or fall 2021. If you're unable to defer your admission, you can still apply again and come back later. Because you have not paid any fee, you have not had any expenses, you are really lucky if you belong to this category. Now the second category is of those students who are on F1 visa and are already in the US and have been here for 1 to 2 semesters. Now in the second category, if you're already inside the US for 1 to 2 semesters, what is likely happening is that you might be sharing your room with others. You might be having difficult time earning money through campus jobs or some other means. It might be very unpleasant experience because you're locked inside your home and you cannot actually attend classes in person. That is not what you had signed up for. But you still have the luxury of time. Because you're not graduating anytime soon, you can continue with your studies. And because you're staying at home, you can actually still learn. Now the next 3 categories are, if you're about to graduate, if this was your last semester, if you just graduated and you are looking for jobs, and the third category is that you're working full time and this was your last attempt at H1B. In my view, these 3 are very difficult positions to be in. So these are the three categories of people who are likely to be affected the most. If you're about to graduate, it might be very difficult for you to find a new position. And if you're already graduated and looking for jobs, it is likely that your timeline to look for jobs has already expired, and because of this lockdown, you're not able to fly back. But once the restrictions are eased, you will probably have to go back. And I'm deeply sorry for all that you might be facing right now. Next is the category 5 of those who are working full-time, and this is their last attempt at H-1B. The good news about these people is that they might have been working for 1, 2, or 3 years in the US already. They might have had some work experience. And if H-1B is cancelled this year, you can still go back on solid experience and learnings from the United States. You have had full opportunity to experience student life, you have had full opportunity to work in the US and experience the work culture, and you are going back with good memories, I hope. If you belong to category number 5, you should still be thankful for all the opportunities you got here. Category number 6 are those who are on OPT but can wait longer. These are typically those with a STEM degree, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. They had graduated already, they got OPT work permit, and they are waiting on H-1B. And if this year H-1B is cancelled, they can still wait for 1 more year and apply for H-1B then. Because these people are working and they have not lost their jobs, they are still in a good position. And the last category are those who have lost jobs or lost job offers. This was the category that I was in myself. When I had finished my master's in 2008, I had 4 job offers, and one after the other, all those 4 job offers were rescinded. I had graduated in December 2008, and the month of February 2009, when I lost all those job offers, I remember how distressful and how depressing and how painful that situation was. So if you're in this category, my heart goes out for you. Because you worked hard, you earned your master's degree, you earned a job, and you did nothing wrong to lose your job offer. In my case, I used to be an intern as a master's student at Georgia Pacific, and when all my 4 other job offers were rescinded, I reached out to my boss at Georgia Pacific and I asked him if he can hire me on OPT on a temporary position, and he gladly agreed to hire me back on OPT on a temporary position. And the big takeaway I had 11 years ago in 2009 was that regardless of how hard you have worked, there are circumstances that you might have to face where others control your destiny and others control your future. And I thought that others are not giving me the opportunity, whereas they were given the opportunity themselves by somebody else. And now they are not extending the same opportunity to me. So you are not treating me equal, and I will not let myself go down. So you left me with no option but to go above you. And how could I go above them? I came up with a solution that I should pursue a dream that I have always had but lacked the courage to pursue it. So 2008 recession was in a way a blessing in disguise. Even though I had a job on OPT, I eventually decided to pursue PhD, and I could not be more thankful for that. So for those who are in this painful position, see if you can apply for a PhD program or if you can apply for another master's program. In summary, if you're in position number 1, you should be very thankful for the circumstances that you are in your home country. Situation number 2 is not ideal, it is painful, but it is still okay. It is for those students who are on 3, 4, and 5, it is a very difficult time. Those on position number 6 who have jobs and are working on OPT, you should be okay. In position number 7, just try whatever you can try. Please keep in mind that President Trump has suspended immigration. He did not suspend visas, and F1 visa is a non-immigrant visa. So unless and until things get clear and the president signs the executive order, we will not know what it contains. But please know that this is not the end of the world. If you have a roof over your head and if you're able to find food, you should be very thankful. I'm definitely thankful. So if you have not come to the US already, or you came to the US recently, which is 1 or 2 semesters ago, you have a lot of hope still. Because remember, these inconveniences are temporary, but US is still a fantastic place to come study. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please write down in comments. I will make a new video to answer your questions. Thank you for watching.